Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We're taking a quick look here again at Solana, kind of seeing what's going on. Just like to double check a few things, and obviously I understand what this weekend might tell us or show us, right? Because ultimately we want to know what's going to happen with this resistance level we discussed yesterday, and then of course, obviously look at the big picture. So if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Not a financial advisor. Hope you can learn something today. If you do want to become a better trader, CryptoCash.tech is a site. Link down below. We have some phenomenal traders. Check this out here. Near Protocol from Mac. Nice long from the Graph FPS guy. We got more Near Protocol from the majority of the community there. AVAX. We've been scalping the heck out of AVAX, Bitcoin, and my most favorite, Solana and Injective. So these are two really phenomenal trades here from a lot of different traders. So keep up the good work, folks. Super happy for you. I'm very, very impressed with how well you've done and how far you've come along too. Had a lot of newer traders come over, wet behind the ears, and now they're they're calling shots. It's pretty cool. All right, folks. So let's look at the backend data. Solana here and see this is the last 7 days of liquidation. Not a heavy concentration because things are a little slower now over the last few days. Once Bitcoin, ever since Bitcoin's been topping out, so to speak. So what we want to talk about here is this liquidation level at about 141, 142 to 141. That's the most recent low based on this manipulation candlewick on Tuesday. So that essentially is the lowest point. We don't have a lot of shorts above the price action, at least on the 7-day time frame, because again, you zoom in, you can see plenty. But once again, this isn't like a massive accumulation. This is just kind of a more recent scenario here. So big picture here, we can see there's a lot of liquidation up closer to 150. That's really close to the high. And of course, 145 down as low as 140, 141. Okay, so those are areas that we want to pay attention to. Now, we know this previously, 141.50 is a current support level based on Fibonacci retracement. It's tried to retest that level twice and hasn't broken down yet. So we can presume that's going to be a new support level for us. Let's go ahead and talk about the daily time frame as well, and just recognize too that this level, this line that I have here is a previous week close at 148. So keep that in mind. That could be a solid resistance level. We've tried to wick up 3 times above that and hasn't closed yet. Okay? It does imply there is some resistance in that range, but the truth is we have a lot of momentum here, and there's really no reason to consider the price going to just drop like a rock. But the truth is, even though we are truly bullish in the overall sense of things, we still need to expect the price to pull back at 1.2, right? It pulled back pretty significant down to 105 here and hasn't looked back since. So let's see if there's anything telling us it's going to continue. First of all, stochastic swinging up. That's usually a bullish sign. We can see as well that RSI, money flow index, all over 70. Okay, so these are all truly bullish signs. Daily time frame is not going to tell us too much. Only thing we could pay attention to later is stochastic RSI swinging to the downside, eventually as potential reality for us. Okay, and that would basically just happen naturally when the price pulls back at any given time. So the daily time frame is not really a good indication right now of where the price action could go. Okay, so the 4 hours is a lot better of a teller there here for us. And what we want to look at is stochastic swinging down. Okay, so this is actually a very bullish sign. Minus the money flow index, we'll talk about that in a second. But with stochastic swinging all the way down here and the price action still going up, it does imply that we are due for a breakout. Okay? A lot of times you'll see these ascending type of patterns here occur just before the price breaks out, because once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attempts to break the level here at about 148 and it hasn't yet. Okay, so that is a bullish sign. However, we got some conflicting information. Big surprise, right? Money flow index pulling back, as well as RSI staying where it's at. So I would view this more of a positive sign than a negative. Typically, MFI dropping isn't good because it shows weakness at the current price point, but it also implies that there's more money that could flow into this coin because we are still maintaining above a lot of key levels. Okay, we can also verify here too as well, another conflictor, so to speak, is the MACD's diverging. Okay? Not a great sign on the 4-hour time frame. This is usually one of those signs that tells us the price is going to continue lower. Again, taking a short into these 4 moving averages just seems like a bad idea. I think we want to, at the very least, lose the 20 or the 50 first before we consider shorting. That's just my personal opinion. So if we take a look at the Ichimoku cloud here, we can confirm we're still above the cloud, which is truly a bullish sign, while the lagging span, conversion line, and baseline, they're all like kind of giving us mixed signals. We are still above the cloud, right? And the cloud is consolidating at this point of control at about 146. So once again, we can presume that'll be a continued support level or range until it isn't. Okay? That's how trading confirmation is, folks. It's kind of working with specific guidelines and maintaining them until they change, right? But the truth is, again, this is just kind of common practice on weekends too. Low volume is essentially happening at this point. This isn't an entire weekend, but we got a half a weekend in there, and that does play a factor. So volume in general is low, so that could factor in. Just keep in mind, weekends have a tendency of giving us some false positives. So me personally right now, it's not worth the long or short because we don't have a definitive direction. But I would say statistically we're more likely to break up than down because of the fact that we have that key level resistance that's been retested over 9 times, or exactly 9 times on the 4 hour. So those are all things that are positive contributing factors to the upside. There's some conflicting information though, folks. So by no means is this a perfect situation. If you take a trade, tight position, tight stop loss, make sure you're not going too crazy with leverage, and just make sure that you're trading for yourself and not for how much you want to brag to somebody else about your win. Okay? That does nothing for you at the end of the day. Truthfully, the most humble traders are those who don't share any results at all. Okay, and it's okay. It's not a bad thing if you want to share it. Perfectly fine. I mean, we do it in our community a lot, just to kind of share our success, and that's a good thing, right? But it's not what you do that defines you. It's why you do what you do that defines you, right? If you are doing this for the wrong reasons, you're going to get the wrong results. Okay, so again, just some friendly advice there. Either way, I hope this made sense. Make sure you double check over with Bitunix, phenomenal exchange, if you haven't already registered with them. They are going to undergo a little bit of maintenance, I think tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, and that is solely because they're adding those trading pairs that we've been looking for. So awesome stuff on the horizon, folks. Be sure to check them out. They're really, really cool. Thanks again, Bitunix. No KYC or VPN required. Link down below. Other than that, I can say thank you so much for my community, for just being an awesome part of my life. And if you haven't already liked the video, greatly appreciate that. It does help grow the channel. Need all the help we can get because YouTube is pretty terrible about recommending my content, just because people like to fast forward to the end and not watch all the way through. But again, that's just different strokes for different folks. If you do that, shame on you. You can't piggyback in this market. You got to learn and grow as a trader. That's really the bottom line. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.